The legend of different human races. In the beginning of time, the great creator Bathala would come down to earth from his abode in heavens to check on his creations. All things on earth were in order, but Bathala thought the creation was not yet complete. In the magnificent cave which he used as resting place whenever he was on earth, Bathala pondered about the conditions of the world. At dawn, he realized what was lacking. He should have fellow caretakers of his own creations, whom he would call human beings or people. From the bank of the river, Bathala scooped some clay. He shaped the clay in his own image. Then he laid out the figure on the plain to dry. It was not meant for Bathala to fall asleep. When he awoke, the sun was already setting. The figure he shaped had been exposed under the scorching sun the whole day. It was burnt and became black. Nevertheless, Bathala placed the black figure inside the cave. The next day, Bathala tried again. The clay figure should not yet burn into the sun. He laid it out on the plain as night fell. At dawn, Bathala retrieved the figure, but it got dry under the moonlight. It turned out pale. It became white. Nevertheless, Bathala placed it in the cave. For the third time, Bathala made another attempt. The clay figure should not be pale or get burnt. Its color should be in between black and white. Bathala laid out the figure on the plain before dawn and retrieved it after the sun had risen. The figure had absorbed the color of the rising sun, and so it became yellow. Nevertheless, Bathala placed the yellow figure inside the cave. Bathala wanted the clay figure to have just the right color. The fourth figure he shaped from clay he laid out on the plain before dusk. He retrieved it when night fell. The figure absorbed the color of the setting sun, and so it became red. Bathala also placed the red figure inside the cave. The color Bathala wanted for the creature should be in accordance with what he had in mind. The fifth clay figure he laid out on the plain when his shadow had the same length as his height. While the sun was still on east, then he retrieved it when his shadow had the same length as his height, while the sun had crossed to west. How delightful Bathala was when he saw that the color of the figure fitted what he wanted, a color that was in harmony with the color of the earth's brown. Bathala was satisfied with the 5 clay figures of different colors. He blew into them the breath of life. He called them men and gave each of them a partner with the same skin color, whom he called woman. Bathala told the men and women to go forth and multiply and fill the earth with human beings. With his creations on earth complete, Bathala returned to his abode in the heavens and relinquished the earth to the people so that they may profit from its riches. The 5 pairs that were created from clay and had different colors became the ancestors of the different human race.